One of the things that we deal with all the time is inventory management. When you have this kind of inventory like we have here, in this warehouse in particular, we have roughly around 660,000 pounds of material. I'm sorry, we have way more than that. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot. But how do you manage that kind of inventory? What do you do when there's so much of it? And let's just say that you are a smaller crystal business and you're also in that place where you do have a vast amount of inventory, but you're not really able to keep good track of it. So that's gonna be very different than how we keep track of things here, because quite honestly, we don't keep track of things here. The gig that I personally have is to have a solid run of production on material all the time. So every 3 months, every 6 months, this is getting produced regardless. I buy out the rough mines, I take all the rough, and I bring it to my own factory where I clean it or I cut it, polish it, whatever I decide to do with the material. So that's a system that took me a long time to build and works really well for me. Here's the thing that you should think about if you're a smaller business. What I see people doing and the mistake that people make is that they don't buy inventory based off of how much they sell per year. And if you don't have that down yet, let's just say you started, you're only 3 months in, that's okay, you're gonna have to figure that out. But if you've been in the business for 2 years or more, you should know how much material you're gonna sell in a year. And then this way, what you're gonna wind up doing is saving yourself a coin. And what I mean by that is that if you buy 1 bag of tumbled stone from me, you're gonna pay what 1 bag of tumbled stone cost you. If you buy 10, then that price is going to drop. If you buy 20, that price is going to drop. Eventually, you're gonna get to a place where I cannot do a cheaper price. We're going through inventory today, that's why we're making this video, and I'm cleaning and restocking everything. But black tourmaline rough, right? Let's just say that you came in and you wanted to buy 1 bag of black tourmaline beryl rough, and it's $20 a bag. If you were coming in and you were like, hey Chris, I'm just gonna take this whole bin, I'll probably give it to you for $12 to $13 a bag. So you're saving yourself a lot of money on the back end of it. So again, instead of paying $20 a bag, you could buy all of it and pay $13 a bag, and that's close to like 40% off the materials. Do your best to try to inventory and know what sells the best for you so that when it's time to buy, you buy in a way that saves you money on the back end. Every dollar counts, every penny counts. Even for me when I'm tumbling stones, I wanna make sure that all of my tumblers, all the machines are filled as much as they can possibly be. If the machine handles 60 kilos of rough, I want 60 kilos of rough in the machine, not 59. And it's all about efficiency. Most people, I'm gonna say 90% of people that I watch purchase, they purchase like a squirrel squirreling away food for the winter. And that's not really the best way to buy inventory. The best way to buy inventory is in bulk. If you come into the warehouse and you're buying 1 bag of this, 1 bag of that one, there's really not much room on that because it wouldn't make sense for me to sell you 1 bag at the same price that I sell someone 5 bags. If you're coming in and you know, okay, this year I'm gonna sell 5 bags of rose quartz, buy the 5 bags of rose quartz and you save yourself maybe 15%, 20% on the material, which is huge because then your price doesn't change on the retail side, but your profit margin goes up 15, 20%, which is humongous. Again, most people don't understand that, but that 15, 20% can go towards marketing. It could go towards hiring an assistant or an employee. It could go towards packing materials, and now your packing materials pay for themselves. You need to make sure that you know how to buy efficiently. If you're going to sell 10 kilos worth of smoky quartz clusters in a year, don't buy 3 kilos, 3 kilos, 3 kilos, 1 kilo. Buy 10 kilos at one shot. I've had so many times people come in and you want to buy smoky quartz clusters off the table, like really good small ones, right? If you just buy what's on the table, you save 40% on the material. You come into the warehouse, you buy 2 kilos that you hand select of smoky quartz, and that costs you, let's just say, I don't know, $20 a pound. If you were to just come and be like, hey, I'll take the whole table, maybe I give it to you for $12 a pound, maybe I give it to you for less than my cost because it just clears the table and now I can put more inventory out on the table, which I do all the time. So many times I take a loss or I take there's a deficit on the profit margin because I just want to move the material out. I've already recouped the funds from the material by selling to corporate brands or corporate companies or high-end decor, whatever, hotels, spas, whatever it may be. I've already recouped the money. So now the material that I currently have in stock or the back end of the stock is essentially free material to me. So it doesn't necessarily have to be sold at a high price. That's why you'll see me giving away stuff for really, really cheap or doing really good deals. When it comes to your inventory, try to create a system around it if you're a retailer. Get a square, get a Clover, I don't know, however you want to inventory your system. Some people build their own custom systems, but Square is really good. I can tell you that from experience. Square is going to be great at managing your inventory as you sell it, especially if you're doing stuff online. Also, if you have like a Shopify or you build your own website out, you could literally upload the full amount of material you have to a website, and then as it sells, it just kind of takes itself off of that platform. Do smart things. Buy smart. Buy efficiently. I hope you learned something. I hope this helped. See you next time.